these people were terrified. Because again, if you could debunk the stuff that I'm saying, if it wasn't true, you would have me plastered all over TikTok so that you could prove it wrong. So that you could laugh at me. So that you could laugh at what I'm saying. So that you could make fun of it. So you can act like you're up here and I'm down here.
Right.
But the fact that you're not doing that shows you that you know that you're a rat. You're done. This is your last black face to try to run out here and try to get more people to fall for the BS. But people aren't falling for that BS anymore.
Nope.
Most of them now are just staying there because they're stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Because their fathers made a deal with Esau.
Their fathers made a deal with the devil, bruh. All right? Now, the reason why you keep suppressing the truth, all right, the powers that be suppress the truth. And most people don't want the truth, okay? So, imagine the life of the light bearer. Imagine the life of the hairbringer of uncomfortable truths, okay? To be born in the age of deception, where everybody is complacent with a deception, except for the seed that was planted here to be different and to rebel against this evil ass system. Imagine the life of this one, okay? Because this has been my life, and my life is on my channel.
And the Bible tells you that. If you go to Jeremiah 16 and 19, it tells you what you're seeing today. Okay? This is your whole religion is set up on you never having to pay for the sins of your fathers.
Exactly.
Because
it's literally about complacency. It is complacency to oppression and tyranny. And you know, this is why you want us to blindly believe we're saved by the blood of Jesus. So we're saved by the blood of Jesus, but we gotta live in poverty while the worst of the heathen get to walk around in all this prosperity. They got all the prosperity, but we gotta live in poverty. But Jesus came to die for our sins, and we get to heaven when we die. Bruh, y'all time is up.
Seeing today. Okay? This is your whole religion is set up on you never having to pay for the sins of your fathers.
Exactly.
Because you already know that your fathers made a deal with Satan.
Yep.
They made a deal here.
Yep.
Jeremiah 16, 19. O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction, which is what you guys are in today. The day of affliction is just the beginning. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies. Their fathers, your parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, inherited lies. They made a deal with the devil, just like Judas.
Yes.
They took the 30 pieces of gold.
Yep.
They made the deal. Now, when they got those 30 pieces of gold, which was their opportunity to come over here to the Americas and chase that American dream and have all these laws that were set up, they just looked away. When it's time to enforce them on you, they looked away. They did not enforce these on you. You know, as they allowed you to come over here and just have babies here and then think you were a citizen and get all the benefits. And that goes for all different ethnic groups. Those were the lies that your fathers inherited. That they were up here and us Negroes were down here. Those were the lies your parents inherited.
Yep.
Then they sent that down to you.
Yep, for generations.
Generation after generation. You've been watching it. You've been watching because Most High made sure that you saw how racist your people have been.
Yep, and how racist this government has been. You know, and predominantly they look like the Caucasians, okay? But yes, you got a sprinkle of some of them that look like us mixed in, all right? Because they want everybody to believe we're all the same. Like we're no different. Yet they keep ignoring what they did to us. And they got the whole world, all nations that are upon this land, looking their nose down upon us and blaming us for our impoverished circumstances. When this de facto government was established by destroying us, raping, robbing, murdering, plundering, pillaging, enslaving, reclassifying, exploiting us. Okay? This is what you got to witness. So you all got to see our dead bodies laying dead in the street, impoverished. Okay, you got to see our circumstances. All of this time for generations. Generation after generation after generation, we got more impoverished. Yet all other nations got more prosperous. And now today is 2025. And look at the so-called foundational black Americans. How come we are on the bottom of this economic system? Is it really because we're lazy? Or could it be systematic tyranny? Systematic oppression? And all you nations have been complacent. But you all got benefits for your complacency. This is biblical prophecy. You all drink the wine. You all bow down to the beast. You all drink the wine. Okay? It was delicious wine, wasn't it? I hope you got to enjoy your lavish lifestyle. Okay? Because now your time is up. The God of love is about to bestow all of his blessings upon his meek, tender-hearted vessels of mercy. So now we're going to be living lavishly with all the physical prosperity. But it ain't something that I sought for. I didn't seek for the riches of the world. I didn't seek to be physically prosperous. No, I sought for my God. Okay, I went looking for my God because I was like, there ain't no way that the God I'm being taught is the God of love. There ain't no way this is the God of love. Ain't no way this is a God of compassion. Ain't no way this is a God of mercy that created my spirit to live in misery. So I had to look for my God. I went seeking for my God. So I sought for the kingdom and my God's righteousness. Okay? And I applied my God's righteousness to my life. And I chose and choose to live it. Okay? Therefore, I demonstrate the attributes and qualities, character of love, compassion, kindness, mercy, empathy, generosity, purity, holiness, righteousness, all things good, benevolent, okay, benevolent attributes. This is what I demonstrate by my actions. That is the real wealth of the righteous kingdom. That's the eternal wealth that never corrodes, never corrupts. No one can come in and steal that. Moths can't eat it up. It doesn't corrode. It's eternal. Authenticity. is eternal. Yeah, you treated me my whole life as if I'm worthless. Why? Because I didn't have money and or materialistic things. You think the God of love can't lavish the meek, tender-hearted vessels of mercy that don't set our hearts and mentality on pining after money? You're about to see.
And you just thought, oh, well, that's just the way that it is. That's just the way that it is. It's okay because, well, I'm not gonna say anything because I'm getting benefits. Yeah, I know it's right. I mean, I know it's wrong. I know I go to church and they talk about how we're all equal, but what am I gonna do? I just can't do anything about it. Well, you're gonna have to pay for it.
Cause you had all of this time to listen to your conscience. You know damn well that it's not righteous to actually have the physical might and power to relieve physical misery and long suffering, and you choose not to do it for whatever reason. Okay? That's a heart and heart condition. Alright? That's someone that does not have real love in their mentality or their heart condition. They don't have compassion. They don't have kindness. They don't have mercy. They don't have empathy. They don't have generosity for anybody who don't love their God of money. Okay? If you don't respect and or value money, then you are a disdain in this society. Like, I've been disdained in this society because I don't value money. Why should I? No, I don't value money. I don't respect money. Okay? I don't respect money. Why should I? Who died and said that I should give my respect over to the wicked? It was wicked men that established this economic system. It was wicked men that put a value upon this paper money. Okay? So why the hell am I expected to respect that? I don't respect that. And I don't respect it because it's been set as the pinnacle of sustainability, for one, and for two, it's been set above human necessity. Okay? So that's why I don't respect it. I do not respect money because it's been used as a weapon against those who don't have our heart and mentality geared after it. Okay? It's been used as a weapon against us. Because when it's set as the pinnacle for sustainability and everything costs money and everyone's mentality and heart condition has been shaped and molded into not having compassion upon anybody that don't have a mentality and a heart condition to get that money for their own living. This is a weapon. It's a weapon. Okay? The economic system is a weapon against the seed of this land. Okay? You have been upholding this wicked ass system over the seed of this land. And you have been complacent with this government and its oppression against the meek, tender-hearted vessels of mercy. So woe be unto you, because you are going to have to pay for this. Okay? You reap what you sow. Okay? You have an opportunity to humble yourselves. You have an opportunity to overturn your corrupted mentality and your seared conscience. Okay? Unsear your conscience. All right? This is the valley of decision. Okay? All nations are in the valley of decision. All right? In the valley of decision, you have a choice to make. In a valley of decision, you have a choice to make. In a valley of decision, you have a choice to make. In a valley of decision, you have a choice to make. In a valley of decision, you have a choice to make. In a valley of decision, you have a choice to make. All right? You have a choice to make. We ain't here forcing you to be loving. We're not here forcing you to show compassion. We ain't forcing you to be kind-hearted. We ain't forcing you to be merciful, to be generous. We ain't forcing this upon you. But we are giving you the option. We are offering you to join us. Or keep ignoring us.
That's what you're going to have to do about it. You're now that generation that says, my fathers have inherited lies. That is exactly what you're seeing right now. Okay, so again, in the day of affliction, which is what you're seeing right now. You know, yesterday we were talking about all these people are losing, like not able to renew their licenses to drive trucks. People that are in the DREAM program or DACA program aren't being able to like get work permits. People who only been here for 20, 30 years and don't know anything better aren't going to be able to stay here. These are the days of affliction. These are the days that your grandparents, your parents, and you was gonna come, but they were just hoping that, you know, it wasn't gonna be now. It wasn't gonna be you. It wasn't gonna be them.
It's trying.
And now you're standing here, you're stuck here like not knowing because your parents didn't tell you about this information. Now you're standing here like, what the hell's going on? Why was I illegal last month, but now I'm not legal now? Why was I able to get a work permit before? I can't get one now. Why was I able to drive a truck before and I can't do it now? Why is it I was able to get free food, free education, free college, and I can't get it now? Because again, this is the day of affliction. This is the beginning of the affliction of your people. Okay? So again, in the day of the affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. You have vanity. You thought you were better than me. You thought you were better than us. You thought us Negroes were at the bottom. You thought all of that. This is what you guys have been thinking this whole time. See, the reason also, and this goes back to 1492. Columbus made allies with the natives that were here, that were our enemies. They took us down, not because they were so powerful, because the Most High took them down, took us down. What happened?
The Most High did not take us down. All right? This is something that my brethren is going to have to understand. The Most High did not take us down. The God of love did not take us down. Nevertheless, the God of love did stand down and allow us to reap the consequences of our actions. okay, of our wicked choices. All right? We chose to rebel against the God of love, okay, and do evil. Therefore, the God of love could not spare us from evil. All right? Please stop saying that the Most High does evil. The Most High is not evil for allowing us to reap the consequences of our evil. Okay? Get it correct, bruh. Alright? Quit slandering my God.
All those so-called natives that were their allies, that they were confederate with. That's when they started calling us Africans. We came over here from Africa. And then they let you assume our identity as being the original people. And it's been going on ever since, all the way till today. Everyone assumes our identity. And it's not going to work anymore. It's not going to work anymore. We're not going to you guys asking for you to tell us who we are. That's what you guys have done. You've allowed the Europeans to tell you who you are, because that was all part of the deal. And we're going to get into that even more in depth, because this goes back to the Inquisition. And the original Inquisition happened during the time of the Greeks. And it continued with the Romans over there in the three parts, and it continued over here. The Greeks were the originators of the Inquisition, when they said, everybody get away, forget your laws and follow our laws. And if you don't do that, we're going to kill you. That's one thing they wanted to hide from you. That's why they got rid of the book of Maccabees, because the Inquisition didn't start with the Spaniards. The Inquisition started with the Greeks. That's when we first started losing our heritage and our knowledge. But we'll get into that in another video.
All right, I'm going to quit it right there, all right? I'm done right there. I just wanted to get that little bit of information, bro. All right? Y'all done the most to us, okay? Y'all been complacent, like, oh my God, y'all been super freaking complacent, okay? With our impoverished circumstances. And then you want to blame us and call us lazy. No, sir, no, ma'am. We were systematically impoverished. We were stripped from our heritage. We were stripped from our lands. We were stripped from our inheritance. Okay? We were stripped from all of our resources. Alright? Money ain't my God. So quit it with the gaslighting, people. Just admit the fact that you love money. Okay? Stop all the freaking hiding. Okay, you can't hide no more. All right, time's up for hiding. All right, just be real, God damn it. Be real about how you love your money. I'd rather you be real than this cloak and dagger crap that y'all be doing. Y'all trying to hide, but the light is shining. You cannot hide any longer because the light is here. Okay, yes, it's been a dark-ass world, but guess what? The children of light have risen, okay? And we're here. Hello? We're here, okay? We're here, and we ain't going nowhere. This truth ain't going nowhere. This light ain't going nowhere. You ain't gonna snuff out our light. It's only gonna get brighter and brighter till we begin to shine like the stars in our firmament. Okay? And it ain't gonna be by our own doing, other than our obedience to the God of love. Being authentic in our assigned spiritual mission. Okay? We're following the leading of our spirit. Okay? That means we obey the God of our spirit. Not the God of the flesh. The God of the flesh established this wicked ass system. Okay? Of earning money for a living. All right? And used it as a weapon against those of us that are led by way of our spirit. All right? So keep banding together against the spiritual people. Keep banding together against us and the God of love. Keep not choosing the God of love, compassion, and mercy. It is your choice. So when shit hits the fan, don't you say that it's the God of love that's doing this to you. No, you chose not to choose the God of love. Okay? Don't say it's the God of compassion that's doing this unto you. No, because you chose not to show compassion. Okay? You chose not to choose compassion. All right? Look, people, don't you say that the God of mercy is doing this unto you, because you did not choose mercy. Okay? You are choosing no mercy. You are choosing no compassion. You are choosing to not love the meek, tenderhearted vessels of mercy. You are making that choice every single time you choose to shut up your bowels of compassion.